This week has been friggin' unprecedented. So crazy. We gotta talk about this GameStop thing and how it affected like Wall Street and how all these billionaires and them are starting to lose a whole bunch of money and stuff. So that's pretty sick. Okay, so for whatever reason, if you've been like living under a rock and you haven't heard what was going on this week in relation to the stock market and GameStop, well, then I'm going to do a brief summary, but I'm no expert and my memory is not the best, so I hope this is not your definitive video on the topic. Alright, so anyway, like about a week ago or whatever, GameStop stock is of course going down because it's a brick and mortar video game store, and most people are buying video games, digitally right now. So all these hedge funds, these evil fucking pieces of shit hedge funds, were betting against GameStop, and it was going to make them a whole bunch of money, okay? And I don't know how the whole fucking thing works, but apparently when you're like a hedge fund, you can borrow stocks. I'm not sure how it works, but they were betting on this stock failing, and they were going to cash out big time. So there's this Reddit, this subreddit, where they talk about this sort of thing. They're called Wallstreetbets. Now, Wallstreetbets, they effectively and admirably call themselves degenerates because of how they view the stock market, okay? They just see it as one big meme, and they just, they'll throw a whole bunch of money at a stock, and it'll either make them a bunch of money or they'll lose a bunch of money, but it doesn't matter because it was just all about the meme. And I haven't been involved in this community, and I'm still not really involved in this community, but it is growing huge since this week, and all these fucking neckbeards are up to their neckbeards in fucking millions of dollars because of a meme stock that they made. So am I a little jealous that I didn't get involved in this thing? Of course I am. That would be so sick to be involved, not only for the money involved with this whole thing, but also just like the time to be a part of this like historic moment where Wallstreetbets, a bunch of Reddit memers, almost overturned the entire economy. But this is where the app Robinhood comes into play. Now, they were almost aptly named because they were literally kind of taking from the rich and giving to the poor, but what they effectively did was they just let the average person be able to invest in the stock market. Because before you'd need to go to a broker, and the fact that there was a broker would make it so much more complicated and convoluted that people just wouldn't bother to do it, But Robinhood came along, and all these YouTubers at the time when Robinhood first dropped, there were sponsorships up the fucking ass. Everybody was touting how amazing this Robinhood app is, and so people started to invest. And since it was so easy and the barrier for entry was so low, people started to invest in these meme stocks, and in particular GameStop. And when all these memers get together, what ends up happening is that the stock goes through the roof. So what they bought for $40 is now worth $400, and they could just walk away millionaires. But they had to walk away millionaires on the day that happened because Robinhood, those sneaky sons of bitches, they took away the ability to be able to sell that fucking stock, thus siding with the hedge funds. Now, when you're a hedge fund supporter, you're obviously a piece of shit. And they had their hands in both pockets, in the consumer and in the hedge fund people, okay? So they bowed down to all this money. They bowed down because, it's just oh yeah, we're sorry, billionaire overlords. We won't disrupt the economy anymore. We won't let these memers get away with this shit. Those fucking evil-ass Redditors. Okay, so we're just gonna go for a ride in my minecart here. I built a huge railway. It has a couple stops along the way because what ends up happening is I send multiple carts down this track and they end up getting caught. So I have these dedicated dumps or pit stops, as I'm calling them, along the way where I have to change carts. So it's just like a train stop, right? And here comes the first one. We just went through this sick mountain, and we're just gonna go up and over, and here's the first stop right down in here. No big deal. But we're not done talking about this nonsense. I don't think it's quite over yet. I don't know when Robinhood is gonna re-allow you to be able to buy this and trade this stock or whatever, but there might be an alternative application, another way of just getting involved with this. Who knows what's gonna come down the pipeline. But we're on the weekend now, so nothing really is gonna be happening until Monday. So I wanted to wait until the end of the week before I jumped in with any opinions on the matter or whatever. And I don't really have like any strong opinions on it because like I'm not a rich person. I have no dog in the race here, you know what I mean? I didn't have any stocks bought. I don't even know what any of that fucking means. My brain doesn't even think about that stuff because that's just a waste of brain space for me. But since memes are so big and meme stock is so big, it made everybody think, oh my god, remember Dogecoin from all those years ago? When Bitcoin was starting to get heat and all these other cryptocurrencies were starting to fucking make a lot of waves? Then this meme community came out with a meme cryptocurrency called Dogecoin, and it was, you know, it was funny. People were throwing money at it and they were trying to get it over 10 cents on the stock market. And it had its moment in the sun a couple nights ago when all this reached a fever pitch. And because of all these Dogecoin, I don't know, supporters or I don't know what to call them, Dogecoiners. They're just like actively waiting for Dogecoin to make 10 cents. And the night that they made like 8.8 cents on the stock market was a huge victory for Dogecoin. I don't think anybody's actually cashing out their Dogecoin because it is like a long-term meme, okay? People are digging out like hard drives that are buried underneath I don't know what, with a whole bunch of Dogecoin on it from like 2013. You gotta love to see it. And I just do hope that Dogecoin gets up over 10 cents and people can start making their money off of this meme currency. Because once like the entire economic system collapses because it's proven to be a joke, and once the whole political system collapses because it's proven to be a joke, what's left to do other than to meme? And then memes are going to be the highest form of currency. It's going to be sneakers and memes. And those are going to be the two things that are going to be worth the most when there's no economy and when there's no political system. So will memes be the cause of the collapse of capitalism as we know it? Could this really be like the dream of all those punk bands from the 70s and watching capitalism crumble beneath their feet? Is this really their wet dream? I don't know. I don't know what's around the corner, because when Robinhood takes control by not letting you do a thing with their app, what ends up happening is the price actually goes down. And if that's not market manipulation and sketchy and illegal as fuck, I don't know what the fuck is. Alls I know is that I'm on my little roller coaster, and this is where I kept my horse. Oh yeah, I want to show this off. But it's nighttime and I gotta sleep anyway, so I might as well show you my hanging house. Look at this fucking thing. This thing's beautiful. Dun da da. Look at that, just hanging there. Let me show you how this thing hangs. I got these birch logs, okay? These birch logs, they go up. Boom, boom, boom. It's like an upside down L. And then it's got this chain coming down from it. And then from that chain, I just built a nice little house. A little maison with some vines and some torches and some green glass. Isn't it beautiful? Let me take a sleep. Now, if I was forward thinking enough, I would already have a Dean Project cryptocurrency. I would already have like a meme stock bought, but I don't have that kind of foresight. But what I do have is this sick pyramid that we're going to drive through right now. Look at this thing. It's beautiful. It's got some supports, then it goes up, and then here comes the little village of all my little villagers. They're like, they live amongst the sand. I don't know what this biome is called. I totally forget. I'm not really a Minecraft expert. It's just really fun. And then I have this sick pit of lava with a bridge over top of it. That is dope. That took me so long to build, and it just takes 3 seconds to go over. It's kind of disheartening. But anyway, we're going to drive up into my castle, and then the video is going to end. So, like, thank you so much for watching. See you later.